All right, I'm going to start Atomfall over. I was playing Atomfall when I got it quite a bit. I don't say quite a bit. I probably put 9 hours in the first couple of days I had it, and then got sidetracked by life and travel, and then coming back and doing other games. And I came back and started where I left off, and I was like, I kind of would like to start over from the beginning. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to go with the recommended setting of Survivor. Combat is challenging, survival is challenging, exploration is challenging. You can literally customize every single thing in this. You've got 5 default difficulties, but you can go in and customize it to your liking. So this is pretty good. Combat will be tough. I'll probably, um, again, I'm not a young man anymore, so I may have to come in and tweak down combat a little bit. Um, I love the nature of this game. It's a first-person action game. I would not call this an RPG. However, you can, of course, improve your character, and you have to track your ammunition. You have to do some, survival stuff. But I just love the nature of what this game is about. So I'm going to start over from the beginning, and I'll go ahead and share this first bit of the game, and so people can see why I like it so much. I'm sure, it's a mixed bag for some, but it's 100% right up my alley. I hope they do more games like this. So here we go. Do you wish to proceed with your chosen playstyle? Yes.
Windscale, the pride of Britain. Nestled in the picturesque Lake District, the state-of-the-art atom plant has transformed this rugged landscape into the envy of its northern neighbors. Scientific progress waits for no one, and
The public has nothing to fear.
The area will be reopened by Christmas at the latest.
The situation is more complex than was at first understood.
No military expeditions into the area have been lost. Where did you get such an idea?
Perhaps by next Christmas. Oh, no more reconnaissance flights. The interference field is bringing down aircraft like clay pigeons.
Let me be clear. Our experts are monitoring the situation, and I would urge everyone to remain calm. The situation in Cumberland is well in hand.
Is anybody there? I need help. Who are you? What are you doing in here? I thought this place was secure. Where's Dr. Powell?
You're bleeding. Do you need help?
I think I'll be all right. For the moment, at least. It's more important that you listen to me. I don't know who you are, but I could trust you more than I can trust myself. Please listen. Listen while my thoughts are still my own. You're trapped in the quarantine zone around the Windscale atom plant. That's where it all went wrong. The only way to Windscale is through the interchange. You'll need my key card, or you'll never get in. There are people, God, people who will help you escape, but they won't do it for free. I've lost so much blood. I can't think straight. There should be supplies nearby. Alcohol and rest. Stop the bleeding, please.
Very well. I'll see what I can do.
Hurry, please. It hurts like the devil. Such a stupid, careless mistake. Was ambushed by one of those bloody thieves. Outlaws, they call themselves. Probably got Dr. Powell, too. I think I was meant to break the quarantine. I wouldn't survive in there now. The plan.
All right, let's make some bandages for this guy. You can see when I started over, it reset all the tutorials, which you can turn off, but since I reset everything, I'll leave them on for now, but that means I'm going to have to skip them. Okay, so I made him a bandage. Now I actually have an option here to take him out or to give him this bandage. So right at the beginning of the game, you can basically kill anybody you come in contact with. I'm not going to play as a psychopath, so I'll go ahead. You can see takedown there. I can take him down and kill him. But again, I think I'll not be a complete psychopath in this play.
A bandage. Please help me.
Yeah, here, have a bandage.
Thank you. Delaying the inevitable, I'm afraid. But at least I can think more clearly now. Here's my key card. It will get you out of here and into the interchange. It doesn't matter what else happens. As long as the truth of this place gets out. Here are my notes. Everything I remember. It's not much, but it's all I can do. Now listen. There's still every chance that something bad may happen to me, and you shouldn't be here when it does. If I can ever repay you for helping me, I will. But for your own safety, you should go. Leave me. Go now.
Yeah, you got it, bud. Don't have to tell me twice.
It's too late to find anyone who has the slightest spark of kindness in this place. It may help you to survive.
Alright, so I'm going to go here for a second. I'm going to read what he gave me here. Skills, I don't have any yet. Maps unavailable. Okay, so let's take a look at this note he gave me. There's the key card he gave me. And then he gave me a notebook. Notes, don't forget. This note belonged to the scientist. Okay, do not forget the interchange. The secrets are inside the interchange. Do not forget the interchange. Okay. So obviously memory may become a problem as he's had to write it down 3 times. You have the key card to lift the quarantine lock. Modified key card should open the interchange. Okay. Find the truth. The truth is under the Windscale plant. And the way there is through the interchange. The truth must get out. Find someone to help you. Okay, well that would be me. I'm the guy helping him. Okay, and let's go.
Be on your guard out there. Everything is a threat.
Everything is a threat, including you, I'm sure, but I'm gonna have to get out of here. Whoops. So use this key card. Track lead, why not? Okay. So I have been playing Rebellion games since back to the PS2 days. Rogue Trooper is one of my favorite games from way back. So I love Rebellion. I've played their Army of Zombies. I've played their Strange, I can't remember what it's called now, darn it, Strange Land or something. And I've played most of their sniper games. Sniper Elite 4 and 5 are 2 of my favorite games. Rebellion, I love the way they do their maps. However, most of their games, I would say, at least that I'm aware of, were all third-person action games or stealth games. This is their first foray into single-player, first-person kind of action RPG. And it's so the things that Rebellion does that I really love about their sniper games, they do here, like the map, having all kinds of paths and secret ways and stuff, and all kinds of hidden stuff. So I love that about it. Plus, once you kind of get the map down in Sniper Elite, you can run through it over and over and over and get, try to improve your ability to be a stealthy sniper. So the games have replay value in that sense for me. To explain a little bit, I think graphically they've always been adequate for what they do. This game is the best looking game they've ever made, in my opinion, but it is next gen, so to speak. And the other thing I really dig about these is they're heuristic. You play and kind of figure out how to get good at what you want to be or what you want to do, and I love that. Now you can turn on helps, you can turn on hints and things like this game's going to keep popping up hints, but it's very heuristic as far as the intel and information. And last but not least, they carried over from their sniper games heart rate, which I love. So as I run, as I'm in combat, as I'm doing stuff, my heart rate will go up, which is going to make things harder for me, which I love, because anybody who is an active human being and anybody who does this kind of stuff, controlling your heart rate is very important to being successful, especially if you're trying to shoot a gun or just not, have a cardiac arrest. But I love they carried over the heart rate in Sniper Elite, which is awesome. And there is no way to go into third person in this. I have a feeling a lot of Rebellion fans wish this had a third person view. I prefer first person games like this because they're more engaging for me. They're more immersive for me. But I bet you a lot of people would enjoy this more if it was third person, like Sniper Elite. So right there, so this is the intro. We've got two rooms. We've got a room over here and a room over here, and we got something up here I can't get into. But there's a guy searching for the scientist right there. You can see him moving. Maybe you can't on my horrible recording, but he is there. So I can avoid him. I can kill him. He'll be hard to avoid as he'll at some point hear me or spot me. But okay, now he's going to be occupied by that. I'm going to go in.
Or you'll regret it.
He saw me.
And don't come back neither.
Yeah, see, and I got to remember, I'm playing this now and challenging every facet so that it's not as easy to sneak. They're smarter than the average bear here. Combat's pretty brutal. It's not easy to stay alive, but... Okay, we've got we got another dead person, so let's check her body, Dr. Powell. So, she's got a note. I do want the cloth and alcohol for bandages. And let's go ahead and read her note. Powell, don't think about going back outside. That bloody radio is useless in the zone, and fixing it will be the death to you. Outlaws are sniffing around now. They might have spotted me on my last trip. I have to go one more time. I think the key card is finally working, and I don't want to forget where the damn place is before I can't. Okay, so clearly there's a memory issue going on with one of these people. I'm going to track the interchange. That's the main goal, so I'm going to track that. So what you do is you get notes, you get hints, you get information, rumors, and if you want to, you can track them, but it's not like a traditional questing game. I'm not going to open that door. I'm going to continue to sneak. I do want to get over to the room. I think there's some material in there. Yeah, see, he's going to be guarding that room, isn't he? I have no weapon. It's going to be harder to sneak. He's facing away if I can get around him. Oh man, I got him. If he doesn't hear me, I got him. Come on, baby. Stay where you're at. Don't turn around. Alright. So he's got scrap, alcohol, and scrap. No weapon. Okay. So there's a room over here. And if I remember right, there's some stuff in here. Not much. Right. More scrap. So still no weapon. But now we can get out of here into the actual quarantine zone. You see my heart rate's up to about 90 now, just up and moving normally. It gets crazy when you're sprinting or in a gunfight, moving around. It gets your heart rate jumps. PS5 version has haptic feedback on your triggers, which is very nice. So you get feedback, and the triggers will resist, which is pretty cool. So we're in Slayton Dell to start the game. pretty big map. I think I have the map now available. Yeah. So again, they don't put anything on here yet. You have to see it or discover it. But right there's where I'd come out, bunker, and it gives you the longitude and latitude, 24.3 east, 71 north. Very cool. So it uses map coordinates, which I dig. As I learn or hear rumors, they'll put a question mark or pop up here so you can kind of find your way around. This is just Slate and Dell. Again, there's a way into the maps around here too. So let's see if I can pull back further. So it's it's plenty to do. Again, like the Sniper Elite games, there's generally a decent sized map per mission, and there's all kinds of ways to go about your solving your missions in Sniper Elite. This is very similar to that. So you have to like, in a way, the Rebellion gameplay style, and it makes sense. If you come into this thinking this is Fallout 3, Bethesda's open world RPG, no. You are free to literally tackle it in any way you want, and you're free to. So I can answer this phone if I want to, and I guess I will.
Oberon must die.
Say nothing.
Oberon must die.
All right. Oberon must die. I answered the phone and he told me Oberon must die. Okay, so that's just information. There is no quest to track there. It's just data. Okay, and crafting, I can only craft bandages right now. I have no skills. There is one trackable lead in this region. I think I'm on it. Yeah, I'm looking for the interchange in this region. So, yep. Yeah, I can't track those. So the interchange, I'm tracking, looking for it. So there'll be information. It may not be in this location, but there might be information toward the interchange in this region. All right, so I'm going to head this way. I happen to know that there's a weapon in that house up there. So I'm going to head up this way. The graphics, this is the best looking Rebellion game I've ever seen. So hopefully they will continue on this quality. Sniper Elite 4 is my favorite Rebellion game. 5 was brilliant with the online. People could invade your games as snipers, or you could invade theirs, and it was so much fun with online play. And in this room, there's a knife in that window. First time I played through it, I missed it. When I started over, I found it. So, and then I set the darn thing aside, and hadn't played it in a month. I've had too much other stuff going on with travel and other video games, etc. So I decided this morning it's time to get back to Atomfall. Yeah, so I think those who are Rebellion fans, who know how Rebellion likes to make their games, what they're about, will understand, or will at least appreciate what they're doing with this. I think it's one of the sad things about us as people. We tend to compare everything to something, and that's because most things are derivative. But this was going to be inevitably compared to Fallout 3 and 4, and it's a post-apocalyptic first-person, but it's not like the Bethesda games, right? So it's what we do, so we can help understand what things are before we buy them. But I think sometimes it really hurts games as people will just compare them without a lot of. Okay, I think this is assigned. Yes, it is. All right, so, and you can throw knives. You can throw axes and knives. So you say, what would I want that knife for? When it causes bleeding and it's fast, and I can throw it. The cricket bat, you can only swing it, but it's two-handed, and it's slower, but it does more damage. So you kind of decide how you want to fight. Okay, we got a flashlight. Tea lowers our blood rate, so our heart rate. If our heart rate gets real high, we can stop, have some tea, and bring down the blood rate. Damn it, the heart rate. There's a throwing axe. I'm definitely going to take that. I'm going to equip it right now. So I've got 2 weapons here in this first kind of bunker. And again, I've been in here a couple times, so I kind of know this pretty well. Alright, so the game, again, very often, tons of notes. I'll read this right now. Buried secrets. So this is a chance to track a lead. So let's go ahead and track it. Grab that bottle. So there's light survival, there's the combat, and there's light crafting, right? Okay, this is where we can find and equip our first ballistic weapon. And then I want to check his body. Gun oil. Alright, then there are these things called pneumatic dispatch tubes. You'll find them all over the place. They allow you to store stuff. It's like a stash. So if I'm full, I'm carrying too much stuff, I can stash stuff. So I am going to stash the knife because I don't need 2 of the same. I really don't need 2 of the same kind of melee weapon right now. I'm going to move my pistol up here. I'm going to try to keep my foodstuffs down here, and then I like my bandages. Okay, so that, anytime I find a pneumatic dispatch tube, I can go look at anything I've stored. And again, they're not liberally placed, but they're placed in some areas, so you can always grab your gear. You don't need a home base that way. Okay, right now I don't have any ammo. I'm not certain there is any ammo in here. I can't remember. But I am going to be dealing with and this thing will kill you. It's really too dangerous for me at the challenging level. I'm hoping I can sneak in here and grab some ammo or something. But I'll just tell you right now, there's a good chance he's going to see me and get loose, and I'm done. Oh, yep. Holy cow, I beat him. Damn, my heart rate got up there. Holy cow, last time I ran into this guy, he waylaid me so fast. Alright, I thought there were bullets around here somewhere, but obviously that was a dream. That was a fever dream, those bullets. Damn. Why I survived that? Son of a gun, but look how beat up I am. So my heart rate's down to 77, but you can see now my health is down in that last quarter. So this is a chance for us to use that bandage. And now we're up to about 60. Well, we're a little over half. There's a training stimulant. So what are training stimulants, you say, Jason? They allow us to upgrade our... This is where you get a little of the role-playing elements. I get to build my skills. So I can now spin 1 to get throwing. I could spin 1 to... 1 to get kicking. And then the others I don't have enough points for. But I'm going to save them. I'm not really interested in either of those. So you can see nothing new showed up on the map. I am in bunker L7 at 27.7 east by 71.9 north. But nothing else that I've learned has popped up on the map. And let's take a look at this. William Roberts' diary, 24th September 57. I might go mad here. I would rather they just sack me on the spot. Lord, what I'd give to be back where the action is, to see inside the interchange again, doing work I was actually good at. Make it a month sober. So he's been basically demoted because he's a drinker, it sounds like. So buried secrets, we're tracking this lead. It's telling me to go to 29.573.6. So now I have a map location, right? And then, of course, we're still looking for the interchange here, the story. But interchange Slayton Dell entrance, and I'm in Slayton Dell. Kind of important to track this lead right here. So we're going to track it. I really need some ammunition. All right. So it's telling me to go to 29.573.6. Matter of fact, let's see if it put it on the map now. No. But 76, so 29. Let's see, where's 29? Oh, I can't see 29 on this map. But I can see roughly 76. It's going to be right around here, maybe? I don't know if you can see that, 76. So it's probably around here somewhere. I cannot see, 73. So I'm not certain I can trust this map. Coordinates here. So it says I'm at 20. Yeah, so see those. Oh, yeah, there you go. 20. There it is at the bottom, 27. So it's saying 29.73. So the entrance to the interchange, I bet, is right there. So I could place a stamp here. We're going to put, that's a puzzle piece. That's dangerous. That's toxic. That's dangerous. This is interesting. So I'm going to go there. So I put a little question mark. But I have a feeling that is where I'm going to find another map. Two trackable leads now, right. All right, again, I happen to know there is a couple of places over here to explore. There's one guy right there.
Let's just calm down, eh? No need for violence. You're scuppered. Hell's teeth. Scum.
Come on.
You bugger.
So I actually threw that back. That's cool. I didn't realize I could throw the bat. Police truncheon. Nice. Okay. So you can throw any handheld weapon. I didn't know that. Pistol ammo. 1. Ah. Agravain's lockbox key. So that's good. I'm going to go grab some of these herbs. And I happen to know there's a hidden place here where he drug himself off to die after they crashed the helicopter. First aid kit, shotgun ammo, baby. So let's read his Convoy 5. Issued 2nd March 2nd, Convoy 5's air transports have been fitted in state-of-the-art power systems. We have high confidence in their ability to penetrate the interface. However, in the event of an uncontrolled landing, standing orders are as follows. Hold position. Do not attempt to leave the quarantine zone. Okay. So these guys crashed, and then they found a place to hold up. They clearly died from their wounds or from something else. And I now have first aid kit, but first I'm going to make another bandage. Okay, and my first aid kit should come in handy here. Okay, I've got my pistol. Got a bomb here. Gotta load it. And we're back to our truncheon. Alright, so I've collected some herbs. I've got 1 bullet for my pistol. I've got shotgun shells for the shotgun. And now I have a feeling. Is this the map location that I just marked? Yeah, it is. 2871. I marked. Where did I mark? I marked here. So there's my mark. This mark is 20, almost 2971. So I put a mark here as an entrance maybe to the interchange map. So this is interesting. I'm tracking this. No, I'm not. Coded message. Absent yourself from the convoy as soon as possible. There is a shed in the Slaytondale rail yard. Make your way there. If I cannot wait. Okay, so there's a shed for this key that I found. So this is what I love about heuristic. I found a key to her lockbox. This is telling me where I can find the lockbox. So I'm going to track this. I don't want to leave Slaytondale yet. So let's go find that lockbox. Wait, no track. What? I'm not tracking a lead in this location? Say what? Slaytondale. I'm in Slaytondale, right? There is a shed in Slaytondale rail yard. Oh yeah, whoops, I turned it off. So yes, there is one here, 2877. So that's that. All right. So your goal is to escape the quarantine. Ultimately, I think. I mean, maybe it is just to kill Eberron, but I think killing Eberron would allow us all to leave the quarantine. But I don't know. Obviously, I haven't gotten that far. I've not finished it. This is my third start in the game. So the maps are pretty big. They have plenty of little secrets, hidden caves and hidden stuff. And we're going to come down here and talk to this guy. And then every NPC you can...
Hello, stranger.
You can...
Not seen you around this stretch before. How do?
You can kill, I mean. Right?
Where did you come from then?
I was unconscious, I don't know for how long. I have no idea how I got here.
You must have taken a knock on the noggin or something. Still, you're looking decent fettle now. Listen, if you don't mind my saying, you don't look much like a local. You didn't walk in from, well, from the outside.
I was in a bunker. One of the scientists woke me up.
You what? Boffins all died when their atom plant went up in flames. Not seen any of them for 5 years. Only outlaws and loons round here now. And you'll want to give them all a wide berth. You poor bugger. You can't remember now, can you?
Just talk sense. I can't remember anything. How am I mixed spot? No, that sounds like a whiner.
This place? The quarantine zone. That's what the soldiers called it. Just sort of stuck after a while. It's this big old chunk of land inside the walls. They put those buggers up fast enough when it all went to clag in here. My name's Nat, by the way. Forgive me being curious of strangers. This place has been off for years. There've been strange happenings. You have to be careful who you trust.
The light
Not civilized round here anymore, just savages that roam about.
It's like the sun.
And a few survivors.
That's awesome.
Like myself.
Yeah. I'm gonna move on. Thanks, though, brother. I thought you might do more for me.
So long. Watch yourself around here, aye?
I thought maybe you'd have something I could grab, but no. Alright, so let's go raid this little house. There's another hand axe. Again, you can throw those, so they can be useful. Nothing here. Alright. Glass bottle. another dead man. Oh, it looks like more shotgun bullets. Yep. Alright, who's this poor sod? Yeah, he's looking right at me, dude. That's pretty cool. He died with his eyes open, looking up. Okay, we got a shotgun, rifle ammo. So rifle ammo, no wonder he's dead. He had rifle ammo for a shotgun. You need shotgun ammo for that. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's equip my shotgun over the... Right, there we go. I definitely want the hatchets, yeah. I got 4 shells. Starting to feel like Mad Max now. Alright. Oh wait. Yeah, look from there, okay. Okay, so I've talked to the old man. And again, I happen to know there is a cave hidden behind this waterfall. Last time I played, found the cave back here. So we're going to go ahead in and get what I can from in here. Can't remember what I found, but I remember there was a cave here. Oh, right. The dude tried to hang himself. Right. Bandit who's decided to give up the chase. Pistol ammo. Hallelujah. And let's go ahead and load that sucker. Be prepared, man. Be prepared. That's the state of the play we're in here. Nothing up there. So you got a flashlight. Pretty cool. Shotgun, baby. Alright, nothing else in here. So we don't have a lot now, if I remember right. The coded message says go to 28, so basically 29 by 78. 29 by 78. All right, so we got 29 here. We got 78 to the rail station, they said. So I think I'm going to put another question mark here. So now I got a question mark there, and I put a question mark here. All right. The hell? Oh, that's the house. I was like, wow. All right. It's starting to look a little dicey over there. So let's go up. I want high ground. Again, I know most of this. I played through it about 9 hours first time I got it. I know that gate's locked, but I know there's a way in there, so I'll go around to it. And then I started another playthrough, and then hadn't touched it for a month, and now I'm back. So I want to first engage what's behind that locked gate, and I happen to know I'm going to grab these herbs too. So my heart rate's up to 113, just climbing. Would affect me if I was trying to shoot or aim. So you really got to watch your heart rate if you're going to be shooting. So much of it, much of the mechanics are very much like Sniper Elite. For instance, if you approach a ladder, he'll automatically grab that ladder. It's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get this open right now. For quick escape, if I need to. Okay. There's a bunker here that has, I think, some ammo in it. Another poor dead sod. Another bandit who bit the dust. So So there's not a lot I can craft right now. I have to find recipes, but that's what the scraps and things do for you. They let you build bombs and stuff, but I don't have a lot of recipes to do that. Ah, shotgun ammo, hallelujah. Now this is a single shot shotgun. I have to load it every time, so that's very unnerving when you are battling a group of bad guys, as it should be. Alright, so down there is the water wheel area. This has usually got bandits in it. Over there is some kind of quarry, a mining quarry that's got a shite ton of bad guys in it. And the rail yard, which it says that I'm supposed to find a box, is somewhere over there, I think. I can't remember exactly the rail yard. It's not there. It's the water wheels. It might be right down there. There's a cave. I'm going to go up here, though. Again, I'm going to start with... I'm going to grab these herbs. Okay. My heart rate's down. Grab these herbs. Alright, so there's some bandits usually patrolling this little area over here with all these ruined houses. There is a underground bunker cave system that's got a ton of bandits in it. Not certain with the weaponry I have I can handle those guys. I really don't want to go in here with 5 bullets and 4 shotgun. I really need a better weapon, I think. Let's go ahead and grab this. So this is the convoy wreck site, which is right around the corner, if I remember right. And there's nothing else here. So I don't think I'm ready for these cats, and they're warning me. I mean, look, they put up spokes of all the skulls of the enemy. So when people think that, you know, there should be a way to negotiate with these guys, no. This is a sign that the bandits are your enemies. You don't negotiate with these guys. If you watch all the subtle cues in the game, they'll tell you who is an enemy without question. And these guys are an enemy. They're subtle cues, and I'd follow them. If you're a veteran gamer, you pay attention to the mise-en scene of the entire game, not just, you know, your take on it. There's an old pill. So there you go. There's a tripwire. So these bastards are wanting to kill people, so they can put my skull up on that wheel. But see, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. All right. So right there, I don't have the skill to take that down. You can get the skill that lets you remove tripwires somewhere. I don't know where it's at now. But as you can see, I don't have the skill. There's nothing of value here, but I am going to be in a situation here because there may be multiple cats here. Damn, where'd he go? That dude was standing there, he's gone. Shit, where'd he go? I don't want him to call for help, I really don't. Stay in the shadows. Stay away from the bomb. And grab that glue. Okay. Hell, maybe there is something in this. No.
Don't go asking for trouble and you'll get it. I'll find you.
Let's take this steady now. Get this.
Let's scare him off.
Bloody right.
Damn it. You saw me.
Need to reload.
Rusty shotgun isn't a great weapon.
It's not over yet. I'll finish you off.
Come on. Yeah, waste that ammo.
Reloading.
Unfortunately, that should have drawn a lot of other enemies. Fortunately, there aren't any here. I don't need your cricket bat. I do want this rifle, though. I do want this rifle. Nice. And he's got one damn bullet left. I often wonder with these games, if I hadn't killed him, would he have one bullet left, or would he just keep loading over and over and over and over and over? Or would he run out of bullets? I often wonder if games are that good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and replace the bat with a rifle. Okay, and I'm going to load it with a 1 bullet. 4. That's right, I found some other bullets, apparently. So this is longer range, however, it's pretty weak. And again, the rusty weapons don't do as much damage, so... I've never had a weapon completely break. I don't think they can get worse. But I've definitely have had better weapons, and they matter. Alright, so in one of my playthroughs, there was a patrol of about 6 that were patrolling, and they came all the way up to this area. I hid and watched them, I followed them, and they patrolled all the way down to the convoy area, and I ambushed them after I learned their track. The problem here is I don't know where they're at right now. But it was amazing. Good potatoes. Let's eat these. Okay, that'll get me up. Point is... Uh-oh. So they may be coming up that walk. But they went down and all the way around the convoy. Where is that guy whistling? I found a new item. It's a blessing that I'm free in the village, finally free of that bloody protocol. Windtime Village can keep their protocol and all the filth pressure. Okay, so I'll track that later. That's Windtime Village. Who is the guy? Oh, he found the body.
Silly fool. Don't know what they started.
Oh, shit! Oh!
Bastard.
Oh! Jesus! Holy shit, run. No! Oh, damn, I got surrounded. Oh, no, man. Did you hear my head ringing? So you get dizzy and your head rings while they're pummeling you about the head. I could not aim that pistol. I missed her for point blank. Finally got her a second time. But they trapped me, man. They covered every doorway. That is excellent. Excellent AI and not good for me. Okay, so they start me back. Let's pick this damn thing up. I don't care what anybody says. This is a remarkable effing game. Oh, man. Alright. Shit. Well, okay, I do not want to get trapped here when those cats show up. So I can't be lingering around. Grab that note that I found. I'm gonna get the hell out of here before they show up. There it is. Okay, my heart rate was pounding, so let's get out of here. There's a hidden cave here. I'm gonna take it. I think I'm about to run out of time. No, I got a few minutes before my recording goes. Alright, so we got a box here. Oh, Stin gun, baby. But no ammo for it. A Stin gun, that would change my... whether I want to go into that cave. Oh, I just need ammo for it. Stin gun, that's a British submachine gun, folks. Sweet, automatic. An automatic. Ooh, that hurt. Okay, now this is the convoy. This is where they were patrolling. I gotta be very careful here. Because I don't have, as you saw, I will not survive an encounter with multiple. I have no grenades, unfortunately. Fortunately, you get cues, like whistling or talking. They kind of cue you around. This is the convoy wreckage, so let's solve this riddle real quick before they show up. Alright, so there's a blood trail. That's a cue to follow that. Remember, the maison scene in this game, everything matters, man. There's cues everywhere, so pay attention to those. It's a really brilliant game. But first, we have got a wrecked convoy, whether they ran off the bridge. Steal these arrows. More arrows, a grenade. Finally got a grenade. So whether they ran off the bridge or were blown from Kingdom Come, I do not know. So see those two? They're crossed out. That means I have already solved some leads. So that just means that one of these notes that I picked up, I solved something, and it moves it forward to the next bit of information. So that's what that little thing was telling me, that one of these notes I filled the thing. All right, so we saw blood, remember? So this blood, if you track it, will lead you around to another hidden area. Brilliant. The storytelling it is show don't tell, man. The storytelling is in the environment. Notes, people, and stuff like that. And that's why I tell people it's not Fallout. Of course, Fallout storytelling is in the environment as well. Yeah, So we got a Lion annual. Let's take that. Let's take these bandages. Let's check this body. Rifle ammo, scraps, and glass. Aha. We got us a crate. Another grenade, rifle ammo, and a heavy survival knife. Well, I'm going to want that. Unfortunately, I don't have any space, so what I'm going to have to do is consolidate. So I think what I'll do is dump this thing. I don't like the nail bomb anyway. Let's drop the nail bomb. But I want this heavy knife. And what I'll do is, I prefer faster weapons. The cricket bat got me through a tough time, though. The Sten gun has no bullets right now. So I'm going to put the big knife here. Okay, I'll come back to you later. Alright, so we found everything in this convoy. We have maybe not solved the entire mystery, but we did find the convoy survivors. One had been riddled with arrows, one held up in the cave, and that's pretty cool. And this is where I'm going to stop the recording. I'll be back later. Thanks for watching.